Hi children, good morning to all. I hope you are all fine. Today in our English class we are going to discuss a poem My Mother. This poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. See children, mother. Mother is everything to us, isn't it? Mother is a visible God. Amma kanpinche daivam, kada? Yes, but to Rabindranath Tagore, he lost his mother in his early childhood. చిన్న వయసులోనే తల్లిని కోల్పోయారన్నమాట. సో హీ కాంట్ రిమెంబర్ హిజ్ మదర్. హీ క్యాన్ రిమెంబర్ ఓన్లీ త్రూ అ ఫ్యూ మెమొరీస్. లెట్ వి సీ వాట్ ఆర్ దోస్ త్రూ దిస్ పోయం. Before that, we have a look at Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is popularly known as Vishwakavi and Gurudev. He was the founder of Shantiniketan, an experimental school. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his Gitanjali, the Song of Offerings. Each of his poems reflects Indian vision and love towards his motherland. He is considered the voice of Indian heritage and spiritualism. This is a short message about Rabindranath Tagore. Next, here it is stanza 1. I cannot remember my mother, only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings, the tune of some song that she used to while rocking my cradle. See what here poet says. Who is the poet of this poem? Rabindranath Tagore. And here I refers to a poet, a child. Here the child is none other than the poet Rabindranath Tagore. Here he cannot able to remember his mother. Why? Because he lost his mother in his early childhood. Because of that, it is very difficult to remember the real image of his mother. But only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. See, midst. Midst means middle. But sometimes he can remember his mother in the middle of his play. Then a tune seems to hover over my playthings. Over means remain in the head. When he sees his playthings in the middle of his play, he can sense the song, he can hear the song which is sung by his mother. A tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. Cradle means a small bed for a baby. So, uyala. So, when she is rocking that cradle, rocking means push and pull. Uyala upetappudu. She used a song. Maybe it's a lullaby, means jolapata. Mothers use it to sing a lullaby songs to make their children sleep. పిల్లల్ని పడుకోపెట్టడానికి జోలపాట పాడుతూ ఉంటారు కదా. సో వెన్ హీ ఈస్ ప్లేయింగ్ విత్ హిస్ ప్లే థింగ్స్, when he sees his playthings in the middle of his play, he can listen to voice of his mother, a song sung by his mother. See children, here this is a cradle. Here he is Rabindranath Tagore. She is singing a song, singing a lullaby song to make him sleep. So here when he plays with his playthings, immediately he recollects the voice of his mother. That to him that song remains, a tune remains in the head like this. He is remembering the voice. He hears a song sung by his mother. Let we see children what we understood from the stanza 1. Who are the persons involved in the poem? Basing on the first stanza, the poet and his mother. Where does the action take place? The action took place at play, when he was playing. What is the mother associated with? The mother associated means connected. The mother is connected to the tune of a song that she used to hum. Hum means sing. What is the theme? What we understood from the first stanza? The poet feels the presence of his mother in the tune of a song. So, Rabindranath Tagore అతని యొక్క తల్లిని పాట ద్వారా గుర్తుపెట్టుకున్నారనమాట. ఎప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుంది ఆ పాట? వెన్ హీ సీజ్ హిస్ ప్లే థింగ్స్, ఆట వస్తువుల్ని చూసినప్పుడు, ఆటాడుకునే మధ్యలో అతనికి ఏమనిపిస్తుందంటే ఆ పాట అట్లా ఆగిపోయిందేమో గాలిలో, అట్లా అనిపించి అతనికి ఆ ఆట వస్తువులు చూసినప్పుడు తనకి ఆ పాట వినిపిస్తూ ఉంది. త్రూ దట్ సాంగ్ హీ ఈజ్ రీకలెక్టింగ్ హిజ్ మదర్, ఆ పాట ద్వారా తల్లిని గుర్తు తెచ్చుకుంటూ ఉన్నారన్నమాట. ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ స్టాంజా 2, I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning the smell of the shuli flowers floats in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. See, in this stanza what he is saying, the same line he is repeating. I cannot remember my mother. Once again he is saying that he is not able to recollect his mother. But when in the early autumn morning, autumn means the season between summer and winter, the smell of the shuli flowers, these are the shuli flowers, when he smells the smell of shuli flower, when he scents the smell of shuli flowers, or the scent of the morning service in the temple, when we are visiting to pray to the God, to the temple, we can smell a good scent, good smell in the temple. Maybe it's a incense smell. Incense smell means agarbatti vasana, leda, or otherwise the flowers which are used to God. We can sense the good smell. So by this we can understand that Rabindranath Tagore's mother used to visit temple regularly, or she has a habit of wearing shuli flowers in her hair. Because of these two reasons, when the poet visiting the temple, immediately he is sensing the smell of his mother. Smell of his mother అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మీరు మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్తో ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఇక్కడ స్కూల్ దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు మీ ఫ్రెండ్ యూజ్ చేసే సెంట్ పెన్ కానీ లేదా అతను వాడే స్ప్రే స్మెల్ కానీ మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఊర్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు వస్తే మీరు ఏమనుకుంటారు? ఈ స్మెల్ మా ఫ్రెండ్ వాడే సెంట్ స్మెల్ లాగా ఉంది, ఈ పెన్ స్మెల్ కూడా నా ఫ్రెండ్ వాడే సెంట్ పెన్ స్మెల్ లాగా ఉంది. సో లైక్ దట్ హీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో రికలెక్టింగ్ ద స్మెల్ ఆఫ్ హిస్ మదర్ when he smells the smell of shuli flowers or morning scent of the morning service in the temple. Let me see what we understood from the stanza 2. Who are the persons involved in the poem? The poet and his mother. Where does the action take place? In the temple. In the first stanza, action took place in the middle of his play. In the second stanza, took place in the temple. What is the mother associated with? The scent of the shuli flowers in the temple. What is the theme? What we understood from the second stanza? In the first stanza, the poet feels the presence of his mother in the tune of his song. In the second stanza, the poet feels the presence of his mother in the smell of the shuli flowers in the temple. Okay, let me go through the third stanza. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky, I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. See, in the third stanza also he is repeating the same line, I cannot remember my mother. He is not able to remember his mother, only when from his bedroom window, when he sent his eyes, when he is looking through the window into the blue sky. The blue distant sky means far away, the sky which is far away. Then he feels that the stillness means silence, gaze means look, silence look of his mother on his face. His mother is looking at him through the window, that her mother's face has spread all over the sky. So here in the third stanza, what the poet says, ఏం చెప్తున్నారంటే, ఎప్పుడైతే తను కిటికీలో ఇంచి ఆకాశాన్ని చూస్తున్నప్పుడు తనకి ఏం కనిపిస్తుందంట? అతని తల్లి తన వైపు సైలెంట్గా చూస్తూ ఉన్నట్టు కనిపిస్తూ ఆకాశం మొత్తం ఆమె ఫేస్ కవర్ అయిపోయినట్టుగా కనిపిస్తూ ఉన్నదట. సో ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టాంజా హీ రికలెక్టింగ్ హిజ్ మదర్ త్రూ ఎ సాంగ్. ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ స్టాంజా త్రూ ఎ scent from scent of the shuli flowers or the scent from the temple. In the third stanza, he is recollecting his mother in the blue sky. In the third stanza, who are the persons involved in the poem? The poet and his mother. Where does the action take place? In the poet's bedroom. What is the mother associated with? In the third stanza, the mother is associated to the blue of the distant sky. What is the theme? The poet feels the presence of his mother in the blue of the sky. This is about the poem, children. Through this poem, we have to understand very important point, that is imagery. Imagery is the author's use of language that appeals to the five senses in order to help the reader imagine exactly what is being described. ఇమేజరీ అంటే మన మైండ్లో మనం ఇమాజినేషన్ చేసుకునేది. ద పోయెట్ యూజ్డ్ సో మెనీ ఇమాజినేషన్స్ని యూజ్ చేశారు కదా. సో మన ఫైవ్ సెన్సెస్ని యూజ్ చేసి స్మెల్ అవ్వచ్చు, సైట్ అవ్వచ్చు, టేస్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు, టచ్ అవ్వచ్చు, వీటి ద్వారా మనం ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా పోయెట్ ఏదైతే చెప్పారో దాన్ని మన మైండ్లో ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుని కరెక్ట్గా అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి వీలుగా ఉండే వాటిని ఇమేజరీ అంటారు. లెట్ వి సీ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఇమేజరీ యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ దిస్ పోయం. బిఫోర్ దట్, see children, there are 5 types of imagery. First one is what we can see through our eyes, what you hear through your ears, what you feel through your skin, what you smell through your nose, what you taste through your tongue. So these are the 5 senses we are using to understand, to imagine what poet described in the poem in our imagination. Imagery used in the poem. In stanza 1, mother rocking the cradle and singing a song. To imagine this, what we have to use, which sense we have to use? Ears, because it's a sound. The smell of the shuli flowers, the scent of the morning service in the temple, the scent of his mother. These 3 are mentioned in the stanza 2, and to imagine this in our mind, we have to use the sense nose. The blue of the distant sky. The sky, it is a visible thing. To imagine this in our mind, we have to use our eyes. Now I will show you a video which is related to the poem.
I cannot remember my mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my plaything. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning, the smell of the shyly flowers floats in the air. The scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky.
Yes, children, I hope you have enjoyed the class and you understood. Isn't it, children? Yes, I will forward a worksheet also in the WhatsApp group. So, after listening this video, try to complete that worksheet and forward in the group. Thank you and have a nice day.